sorry it's so abrupt, but I am here in the city. I finally took the bus for the first time, but I'm here to go see my friend's bridal makeup trial.
But I gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
Yeah, we got the spicy cantan, all four of us.
Hey guys, I'm actually leaving soon. And I'm already a sweaty mess, okay? There's been a lot that has happened in between my cuts. You see, I haven't vlogged in public in a really long time, so like you give your girl some grace to get used to this. But what was I even doing? Oh, okay, I had this whole disaster getting home yesterday. We're all at Port Authority and we separated at like 4 because they had their bus to catch. My bus wasn't until 4:30, but I didn't mind waiting, right? And so I'm waiting. The bus doesn't come, but I'm giving it some time because sometimes they run late. Honestly, now that I think back at it, they never run late leaving Port Authority. But anyway, so then I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for the next one, which is at 4:50. 4:50 passes, it doesn't come, and I'm like, okay. So I asked the worker, I'm like, where is this bus? And they're like, that bus doesn't come to this gate anymore. What has happened in the 2 months that I have not taken public transportation to go to the city? So I'm like, okay, I go to this new gate, which I've never seen this place before. So I'm like, okay, the bus comes, I show them my ticket. He goes, where are you going? And then he says, oh, I'm not going there. So then I'm like, wait, but the worker said that this is the new gate because he told me to go to the old gate, and he's like, no, like this. Okay, so you don't know NJ Transit with their buses, they have like letters on the side. X for like express, T for like express, like R for something, I don't know. So I get off and I'm like, oh, okay. And then mind you, also my data stopped working. And so I am like in Port Authority trying to get data, which is, it's not working. I have no idea how to get home. I have to come home at a certain time because I had work. I am stressed out, I'm sweating, I'm lost, I am dehydrated. I just start crying in the middle of Port Authority. I'm crying. Finally figure out the bus to take. Wasn't gonna come until 5:40. So I was basically waiting at Port Authority for well over an hour and a half. My hip was hurting, my legs were hurting, my feet were hurting. I was so sore last night, and I'm still kind of sore, which is not very good because I'm about to go to a dance class. I'm just probably in the worst condition ever, but I'm gonna take some Advil. I'm gonna take it easy. That's number one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it easy. But that was a fucking nightmare, and I don't want to do that again. But now I know. Now I know. It just sucked that now I know while being alone and then being injured. You know, like I was going up and down stairs and I'm like, I'm fucking tired. Like I'm in pain. But now I am ready. The dress code is neutral. So they said white, creams, navies, which I didn't know navy was a neutral. And I'm wearing gray shorts. These are the only shorts that I wear. That's why I wear them all the time. If you ever wonder why does she only ever wear these shorts. I also have my brace on again. Oh, sorry, that's just Mark. I have some ice on my right knee because now my right knee is hurting. I'm excited. I'm a little bit anxious. Like, because I just physically feel pretty unwell, I feel like it's just masking over my mental. But by the time I get there, I'm going to probably start getting very anxious. So let's see how that goes. Here's my expectation. I'm going to show up and there's going to be a lot of like professional, like very good dancers. Like I can't even go my full out on top of like me not being a professional dancer. I'm scared. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like a nub at the back of class, but that's what I'm scared of. Is like like everyone's going all out, like everyone's amazing and everything, and then I feel like a noob in the back. Well, I said nub, a nubby noob. Okay, that's what I'm gonna feel like. Oh my god. Morning guys, it's Monday now. Oh, and I'm at physical therapy. I'm really hoping that this wakes me up because I'm so tired. I'm so sore. But yes, the debrief is coming. I was so tired yesterday that I couldn't do it, but debrief should be coming sometime, so I'll get back to y'all. All right, hopefully I'm in frame. I'm looking at a reflection into my iPad. But hi guys, so today I wanted to vlog. It's actually so last minute that I decided to vlog. I need to leave in like 30 minutes, but I am going to New York Fashion Week today. What?
Me? No, literally, like, I'm gagged right now because what do you mean? No, I'm in no means a fashionista. No, I don't really know much about fashion. I just dress the way that I like and I think looks good. But I got invited by Champion to go to New York Fashion Week for their event, which is crazy because I've been wearing Champion since I was like young. I got this bra when I was in college, and then I also got this when I was in college as a gift. But yeah, so the fact that I'm like going for them is kind of crazy. I'm like, whoa, a brand that I actually wear, I'm going to their event. It's just crazy. I'm putting on my nails right now. Also, I know that the 0.5 kind of, it starts bugging out. Like, it does all that, like, glitching and stuff. I don't really know why that happens. I've been looking into my settings, and I don't know anyone else that's been talking about that issue. So, I'm going to try my best to just do regular back camera. I'm excited. I'm kind of, like, I don't know, it feels like imposter syndrome a little bit, where I'm like, I don't know why I'm going. Like, I don't know why I was invited. I don't know. It is really imposter syndrome. Also because New York Fashion Week, as someone who has grown up near New York City, like, it is crazy. I also have a sister that is in the fashion industry, and it's just like, my image of New York Fashion Week is like models and like these like super high fashion people and fashion students, fashion interns, and all that kind of stuff. And so the fact that like me, who doesn't really have a sense of fashion, kind of just buys clothes from where they want and like buys like affordable clothing on the daily, will wear sweatpants and a t-shirt. I don't even know if I really belong there. Ever since I was younger, I never really had this sense of fashion. Clothes was never really something that I was that interested in. I didn't really shop at like the trendy places, or I didn't wear trendy clothes. My neighborhood, we grew up around a lot of rich kids. Like, I'm talking rich kids that every like summer vacation they went to the Bahamas, and every spring break they went to Florida, and every winter break they went to some European country, you know? And it was just normal for them to wear all of these like expensive and trendy clothes, and I never really experienced that. I didn't really find many issues because I didn't really care about clothes that much. So I would wear like t-shirts from Walmart, and then like bright colored they're not called jorts, like the half pants, but they're not jean shorts. What are they called? Capris. And even when I got to middle school, oh my god, there's this like crazy, I still remember this story. I was in 8th grade and we went to a Washington DC trip. And at that time, Urban Outfitters was like all in. I had never been to Urban Outfitters before because my image of Urban is expensive. It still is. And so during this DC trip, we were given the options. The girls were given an option that we go somewhere or we go to Urban Outfitters. All the girls wanted to go to Urban Outfitters. So we went on this little shopping spree, and I just wanted one thing. I just wanted something from Urban Outfitters. So I chose these like shorts that were totally see-through, and when you bend down, you like, my whole ass was out. And I didn't even look at the price. I just went to the checkout, and it was $80. Oh my gosh, I used like most of the money my mom gave me, like my parents gave me for the Washington DC trip, on these damn shorts that were terrible quality too. It was so thin, guys. Like, it was bad. But what's crazy is I still have them. I was 13 and I'm 25 now. I've had them for 12 years. And you know what? Like, that's the thing with me, is like, if I buy something really expensive, I'm gonna hold on to it until I can't wear it anymore. And then I got to kind of being like really insecure about my body once I got to high school. So dressing up and wearing clothes was totally out of my comfort zone, and I just kind of wanted to stay being swallowed in my clothes. Wearing easy clothes and styling clothes was just not something that made me comfortable because I just hated my body so much. And that continued past until probably the end of college. And then I started feeling like I liked clothes, and it was because there used to be a thrift store that was relatively close to our apartment, and my housemates and I, we used to go there because it was really affordable. It was thrifting. They had so many things. And then it kind of became a place where also my dance team and I would go so that we could buy clothes for our covers without paying like a hefty price, and we would also DIY some of the clothes that we got there. So it was just a really fun memory. Like clothes and wearing clothes and styling them became a lot more fun. I also was getting a little bit more comfortable with my body and being okay with that. And now it's concerts. I really take the time to style myself for concerts and want to look good to go to a concert. And that has also triggered this part of me that I never felt when I was younger. And I just feel like my sense of style, it became late. And I feel like that's a common theme for me that you'll realize is a lot of things I experience now being an adult, because there were a lot of things that I felt like I didn't get to experience or I didn't let myself experience when I was younger. I also now have a platform where you guys allow me to show my outfits and express myself in certain ways. Yeah, I'm slowly getting there. I mean, I still really have a lot of waves. On the day-to-day, like I said, I still wear just jeans and a t-shirt or sweatpants and a t-shirt. I am in this time in my life where I'm noticing my body changing as an adult, and it's hard to settle in that my body's not going to look the way that I was when I was 18. And just kind of getting over that and getting comfortable with this body and styling this body. You're going to experience something new, something that you would have never thought that you were going to be doing. You don't really know the scopes and all the stuff yet, but it's a step.
Thank you. Yeah. I just made my custom champion hoodie, so you can choose different patches and then choose where you want them. Oh, my phone number is there. I have to blur that out. Oh, and yours is too. Sorry. That's what the hoodie looks like.
It's so loud, but we're gonna wait for hoodies. I want to get another drink because the drink I got was like actually ass, and then we're gonna sit.
I think we could sit there, or we're gonna sit.
Oh, they're also passing out food, so we're gonna go look for some food. We have escaped to the downstairs because there's copyrighted music upstairs. Also, your girl is like, it's kind of crazy up there. There's like people, Gab said it best, there's like Love Island people up there, there's hotties. She
No, Halle Bailey's Little Mermaid.
Oh wait, not Halle Bailey. What's
But
her
I know
name?
you're talking about Haley.
The girl that does
She makes like
skits.
skits and
Yeah, she makes skits.
she's like really. She used to be like a model.
Other than that, we've seen like a couple other
Eric.
This cook.
Eric Cedeno.
As someone's first
it's a
time
lot.
doing this kind of stuff, I'm not really social. Like I have anxiety, so like making connections and all that kind of stuff is like a little too much for me. But my first step into learning what the content creating world is like. So.
Exactly.
We're waiting for our hoodies. Also, I had the most socially awkward work. Oh my god, I'm gonna make an Instagram story about it, but.
Okay, we're here to eat dry pot. Finally got my dry pot. There's a whole lore to this, which I'll talk about later, but I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry. Hey guys, random day. It's Saturday, and actually earlier this day, I like got one clip. I was wearing my bridesmaid's dress because Sam and I went to go get it tailored. And now we're at Gab's place after a day of adventure, and we're making tteokbokki. Here's what the tteokbokki sauce looks like right now. And then we're making obbuktang, which is basically just like the fish cakes in this like savory, refreshing soup. Oh, I just spit. So sorry. I'm just gonna sneak Sam's phone. This is a recipe we're using. We got ones that were already on skewers, but we had so many leftovers from the ones that we cut for this.
Like, did we have too much water?
We have so much stuff in this thing. Here's our tteokbokki. We're just cracking the eggs right now, so I'm just gonna cover. Whoa, you're putting another. Oh, I guess.
You know, I want the egg to soak.
This is literally how I'm bringing the tteokbokki home in this plastic bag. Guys, like this is crazy. My tteokbokki. This is the most unappetizing thing I've literally ever seen. But you know what? It's clean. And once you heat it up, it doesn't really make a difference. New angle unlocked because I am trying to use just the regular 1x. I actually filmed this part of my video yesterday, and then I forgot that I had my camera settings to the lowest possible camera setting. And so I'm just gonna redo it, you know, whatever. Also, the sneezing, like, if you see me touching my nose and all of that, it's because I've had fall allergies these days. Didn't know that even existed, because clearly this year for me is just the year of me discovering like everything possibly wrong that can happen to my body. So thank you so much, Quarter Life Crisis. The whole point of this part of the video was because I wanted to update you guys on a lot of the things that I've just like filmed and then like never touched on again, and I just didn't, some of them don't even have like any context to it. It just
the clip just started. We'll start with the Katseye Gap event, which was like the very first part of this video. I still feel like it isn't real. For me, for something to feel real, I kind of have to like touch you, if that makes sense. If I'm like at a concert and let's say I'm like barricade and they're that close to me, it won't really sink into me like, whoa, I actually met this person. My brain, it's so out of like the norm for my brain that like I can't wrap my head around it. For the Cat's Eye event, especially because I was like more in the back, I felt like I was just kind of like spectating something that was going on. Like even in my videos, when Sophia, I turned around and Sophia was like right in front of me. I was like filming her, but like I wasn't even like registering the fact that she was right in front of me so that I can like even say hi. Like even when Megan and Yunche were like in front of me enough that I could say hi or I could call out to them and say like I love you, like especially like I would have loved to talk to Megan. In my head they're like so far from me that all I can do is just like react. Well, the thing with Sophia was she was talking to people, and that's like the thing about me is like I'm really not, I talked about it in my makeup tutorial too with like other aspects of my life, but I'm not that proactive. So in events like this, I tend to be very standoff-ish. I don't think that's the right word. I always find myself like in the corners and like I always just wait for the opportunity to come to me. I've been realizing that too because when I'm at my physical therapy, if there's like something that I need or I'm waiting for them to tell me what my next activity is or I'm done and I'm ready for my physical therapist to work on me, I don't say anything. I just stand and wait for the right timing. Since they're passing by, they'll just be like, oh, when you're done with that, can you help me? I don't even do that. Like I wait until they're like idle, like they're like done, which sometimes takes like 5 minutes. So I'll just be standing there for 5 minutes. I was at the movie theater yesterday. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that too. But we needed a new lid. The people who are ordering were kind of like thinking about what they wanted. So there were moments of silence. But even then, my body and my brain is not thinking like, okay, here's your chance. Like I waited until the very end of their order, which is like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's polite. I'm glad I'm someone like that, not someone who feels entitled to be like, excuse me, can you help me? You know, because that's like the last type of person I want to be. But especially like with like idols and like K-pop and stuff like that, that fan kind of environment. I'm not saying push, but if you don't take the initiative, you're not gonna get what you want, kind of. Like if like in that scenario, like if I didn't take initiative and like really walk my way to the front and like say hi and talk to them, I'm obviously not gonna get what I want. I had the opportunity and I didn't, and I just feel like, oh, that's just such a part of me that's like, I need to get more like, get on it, girl.
Go get him.
You know, if I want opportunity, go for it. I need to stop being the type of person that just waits for opportunity to happen to them, because if I'm gonna be like that, it's just not gonna happen. You know? It was still fun. It was still such a crazy experience. I think it's just because I really like adore Katseye, and especially like I keep talking about Megan, it's because there's something about her that I just feel like she's the one that would have been like nice to me in high school. And this is such a trauma response, but because I was like not the cool kid in schools in like every grade of my life, I think there was a part of me that always admired being the cool kid, and that's why like a part of me always like wants to be cool and I want people to think I'm cool, is because I never was seen that way when I was a kid. When I see cool people, like I admire them. That's why I love idols. Of like rambling at this point, but anyway, all of them drop dead gorgeous. Apparently you could bring a +1 and I didn't know that. So a lot of people kind of knew each other or like had friends. The community, especially the dance community and sometimes the K-pop community, is pretty small in New York City. You would be surprised for such a big city, but if you like a certain group, and you will probably end up seeing someone like multiple times. Felt like kind of anxious, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna lock in and do everything by myself. But once I got into like the fitting room portion where we got to choose outfits that were provided by Gap, someone that I knew was like, oh my god, hey girl. Literally that moment, if you have social anxiety, you know exactly that feeling where it's like, oh my gosh, like it genuinely feels like, wow, there's someone here that I know that knows me. I came out of that event with like so many emotions, but one of the heavy ones that kind of like set with me was that I I want to be confident. And it's so funny that I talk about confidence and like wanting to be confident as if like I want to be vegan or I want to dye my hair blonde. Like that's literally the way that I perceive this, because it's such a foreign concept to me. There is this oozing confidence that comes with dancing. It's what makes dancing so fun. And for me, dancing is like one of the very few times that I feel confident in myself. Now that I can't dance, a lot of that confidence has been kind of stripped away from me, so I have been struggling a lot with my confidence. And even if I do go to dance, like it's still fun because I love dancing, but it does kind of separate me. Like it gets me to that feeling like when I went to that Gap event of like kind of losing that confidence, because I feel as though I'm not showing my fullest potential, and I feel so far behind and, you know, so lacking from like all these other people who, you know, again, giving myself grace, are not injured. I have a hard time letting myself feel like that, because that's how I used to be. That's how I would have been if I went to this event and I never injured myself. Just seeing the way that they present themselves and seeing the way, like, you can tell that they are confident. And, you know, some people, they're faking it till they make it. Like, literally, I'm an example. I know people tell me, like, oh, like, I wish I had your confidence, or you're so confident. Like, I'm not confident at all. And if you watched my YouTube, you would know. But, yes, I do fake it till I make it at one point. And, like, but when you see me dancing, like, yes, I am confident in that moment. So you're not technically wrong. But there are just some people that I can tell, like, they have a much stronger sense of confidence in themselves. Like, they don't doubt themselves. They're not afraid to be themselves, which I feel like is such a normal thing. But for someone like me, it's scary to be yourself, because you don't know if people are going to accept you for that, or you don't know how people are going to react to that. And honestly, I get jealous. Confident people have a charisma. Your eyes go to them. And as an Aries and a youngish child, like, am I scared of perception? 100%. But do I love attention? Yes, unfortunately, I do. I'm like, I wish I was like that. Like, not because I want the attention, but it's more like that is something that you can't fake. Like, that's not something that you can make up. It's something that comes with who you are and how you present yourself. For me, I feel like a lot of the times my wanting attention is faking it. Like, I feel like I am like doing everything to satisfy people so that they can give me attention. Like, I'm like, oh, like, you like this, I'll do something that you like so you'll pay attention to me. But like, confident people, it's like they're doing it for them, and that's what makes people want to watch them. That's such an awesome thing, and I want that so bad for myself. And I'll see like choreographers, and I'll see like, you know, people who are leading the classes, they're like nodding and they're smiling because they see it in them. And I'm like, I don't think a teacher has ever looked at me that way, because I think even sometimes when I'm dancing, I'm oozing like, I want validation from you. I want you to think I'm good. I want you to acknowledge that I'm a good dancer. And that is just my downfall as someone who constantly needs validation. I don't know how it's gonna work, because I don't really know how people just like become confident. But I'm gonna work on it. So if anyone has tips. Moving on to the next, the Champion event for New York Fashion Week. It was probably like my first influencer event, like big influencer event. I hate saying that word, but it genuinely was, because there were so many like influencers, like big influencers. Apparently Romeo Beckham was there, which I'm pretty sure we saw him, but I didn't know that he looked like that, because the only image I remember of Romeo Beckham was when I was in high school, and like he was this like dandy, like blonde looking like white boy who looked just like his dad, and I don't know, it was so different. Oh, and then yes, this is the story that I briefly said. I met Kyle, who is the choreographer for a lot of girl groups, but a lot for Blackpink. Gabs came back. I told her that I met Kyle. She was like, did you tell him like that you do K-pop dances? And I was like, no. And then she was like, did you even tell him that you're a dancer? And I was like, no. And Gabs was like, just say hi to him again. I was also like, we're at this like event, like I don't want to be like such a fangirl. I was like really bad at like big events like that, where almost it's like kind of like statusy. Like, it's like, do you know people? Are you recognizable? Are you pretty? Are you skinny? That's why I think this event was really good for me, and just like going to like events in general. This is my protein shake, which I got protein shake because I'm trying to reduce the amount of carbs and sugar I eat, because I eat so much carbs and sugar. Like, that's like 90% of my diet. That's why I'm puffy and bloated and I'm not losing weight the way I want. So instead of like sugary drinks and sweet treats, I've resorted to protein shakes. And then yesterday, I went to go see the Demon Slayer movie with my mom, and oh my gosh, it was good. I have not really been in my anime phase, but specifically I have not been in my action anime. Okay, the reason why I don't really watch many like action, like I'm talking like the fantasy action type movies, is because I don't know, I kind of get bored. I know, it's like, how do you get bored? But it's like, sometimes the fight scenes are like so long that I'm like, girl, like, especially when it's in a series, it'll be like 3 episodes long that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm tired. Oh, that's why also Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like into it for the story, but then once they started fighting a lot, yeah, you kind of lost me. Watching that on the big screen, like in the movie theaters, was good because then I couldn't like distract myself, so I was like tuned in. But also having a screen that big and the audio that loud, yeah. Whenever I see anime with really good animation, which is a lot of them, like a lot of the popular ones, their animation is great. It reminds me why I love anime. It's because like you just can't get that type of animation. I mean, I think that's one thing for sure that like AI can never replace. Like AI animation is ass compared to real life animation. This vlog is sporadic, but I mean a lot of things has happened, and I wish I could have debriefed after each one and not just like all at once. But I feel them at the moment, but I feel like I need to sit on it to actually be able to express what I'm feeling with words and connect the dots as to like why I feel that way. I made my first big girl makeup purchase, which I know this isn't that big, but I don't think I've ever bought anything for myself that wasn't drugstore makeup. Even the Korean and Japanese ones, there might be 1 or 2 things that I'm not really sure what's considered drugstore and what's not. But in terms of like American, this is like the first thing that I got, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I got this because I'm preparing for, I have been working on my skincare and all of these things to make sure my makeup lasts really long in preparation of TXT send-off and my best friend's wedding, because those are 2 events that are literally like pretty much back to back, that I need my makeup and my skin to look amazing for 12 hours, even some over 12 hours. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog of my updates on life. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.